Hi everyone! Today we're going to talk about what are shamanic tools and why we need to recharge them. Let's get into it. Hello again everyone! This is Berto and welcome to my channel where I share my journey as a shaman practitioner. And today we are talking about tool recharging. Now before we go into tool recharging, let's talk very briefly about what are tools. Tools are basically items that help you, but in the shamanic context, it's actually much more than that. They are actually helpers that contain a very specific energy with a very specific purpose. For example, this is my shamanic drum that I use for healing and journeying to alternate states. I guess the only difference between shamanic tool and a regular tool is that in a shaman context, we consider our tools to be alive. They have their own soul and they also consume energy, which is similar to what we human beings does. And that's fundamentally why we take care of our tools differently. We don't just store them for later use. They need to be energetically maintained. We can talk more about tools on our next video, so let me know if that's something that interests you. But for now, we're gonna talk about a very specific part of tool maintenance, which is recharging. Tools basically use up energy when you use them. A crystal, for example, will discharge energy every time you use it for meditation or healing. And if you're sensitive enough, you can actually sense when it's low on energy. Some crystals would look very dull and lifeless and just basically looks very, in Singaporean we call it very jalat. And for those of you who are more sensitive like me, I can sense a specific effect. So for example, the crystal that I use is used for shielding and I have a certain expectation of how that energy feels like. So when the crystal grows weaker because the energy has become discharged, then I can sense that the shield is growing weaker as well the moment I entered the area where I set up my shield, for example. And that's when you know that you need to recharge your tools. Now, there are many ways to recharge your tools. It really depends on what type of tool you have, and it also depends on what kind of energy charger that you have access to. Some practitioners would use incense or sound, and specifically for our tribe, we use a solution with different ingredients packed into it, and we use that to charge our tool by spraying our tool this very fine mist of water energy. And yet, some practitioners actually use the power of cosmic bodies, the sun and the moon. You can access this energy for very specific time of the year, like for example harvest moon or the summer solstice. Basically, it is in this time where the energies from the sun and the moon are so concentrated and so intense that everything in this planet gets affected by it, and that includes recharging. And when we say everything, that also means you. It also affects you. And all you really need to do to harness these kinds of energy is to know a specific method that actually has been tested and has been known to work to actually recharge you using the sun and moon energies. And that's it. Hope this video opens up new things for you. And don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe to us in all social media. And I'll see you on our next video. Bye-bye.